Naruto 634. Viewer comments part 2. Let's go ahead and start off with Mr. Marcus. I believe that Sasuke and Ocharu had this whole thing planned out from the beginning, because why would Jugo keep saying things like, what is Sasuke really up to? This is the second chapter that this was said from Jugo. Yeah, I mean, Kishimoto is really pointing out that this is not expected behavior out of Sasuke. So there's Sasuke, maybe, you know, as usual. Well, he's always he's the only person on his team ever, really. I mean, even talk, he was ready to throw everybody else away. So anyway, okay, moving on. Let's see. All right, Genosaur. Still no Kakashi. At least we will be able to see Ocharu next week. It was a good chapter, though. Yeah, I thought it was a pretty good chapter. I was pretty happy with it. As usual, you know, he's got a good closer. You know, keeps us very interested in what's going on. Mr. Marcus. Well, Sasuke and Ocharu team. I think I may have read this already, but anyway, team up and burn down the whole Leaf Village. Everybody seems to be buying into the fact that Sasuke was completely changed his evil ways overnight. Really, people? I don't think so. So stay tuned from the truth in next week's chapter. Great review, Steve. Appreciate it. Now that was the first time I actually read that in here. So, alright. Appreciate it. And let's see. Sage Blue 92. Notice, Naruto is a lot different now than before. He doesn't overreact to Sasuke like he's used to. He has a much more mature during this war. Yeah, he's grown up. I mean, every once in a while he'll go back to some infantile stuff, but yeah, for the most part, I think he has. Not enough, but to be Hokage, but still. But anyway, Sage Blue 92 continues. What if Sasuke and Ocharu? Okay, that I've already read. I read somewhere else. I'm pretty sure I've already read that. And but anyway, I'll go ahead and read it again just to make sure. What if Sasuke and Ocharu plan something together? Naruto and Chakra Cloak is able to sense evil, so he probably knows Sasuke's true nature already. Is just using. I definitely read that, at least from somebody else. All right, continuing. Justin Soda, man, I hope Tsunade lives. She's my favorite female character, and I honestly think that she's Kishi's most developed female character. That could well be. I like how Sakura is shown to be stepping it up lately, but serious, I'll never like her. It's just her personality. If I knew someone like her in real life, I wouldn't be able to stand it. Anyway, Orochimaru doesn't seem to get anything from helping the 5 Kages, so I wonder what his motives for being there is. Maybe harvesting organs. LOL, that creep. Could be, you know, make a bigger monster, or Itos, or whatever, but it just keeps the possibilities are just, you know, so open. That's Kishimoto's awesome job there. Really do appreciate your comments. And let's see. Okay, let's see. Moving on. Okay. NW Order for life. Naruto and Sasuke's combined jutsu was very cool, and I like how Kishi put in that reference explaining why Naruto was happy. Wind was, yeah, it was his element because he could support Sasuke's flames. I'm glad you put that in. I'm just going to insert this before I read the rest of your comment. Kishimoto has gotten so good. I mean, so many complaints about these big, long flashbacks. These little micro flashbacks or panels to just really support, you know, and then just we can move on. That should be taught in a mangaka class, right? I mean, it's just perfect. You're like, here it is, nice. There's some support, a little bit of a reminder, but mainly it's just to support what's going on in front of you, and you're like, yes, and you could just keep going and actually, you know, making progress in the story. Love it. All right, continuing on with NW Order for Life. Kishi is adamant on Sakura passing Tsunade, and this one ability of mass healing makes her one of the most important shinobi in the entire army. I also enjoy Kishi trying to explain why Gamakichi got bigger, and I guess Katsuya did all she could for Tsunade. Definitely surprise Sakura summon her. And I think, as far as the crying, I think that's what it is for Sakura. Even though already, that it was the will of fire or whatever from Tsunade actually, after Pain's attacks, kind of like already been transferred, when Tsunade went into that coma or whatever and then came out of it. So that's kind of already happened, right? But, yeah, okay, it's a lot to cover, Yeah, we'll have to see. I really do appreciate your comments. Okay. KH Mixer X. I can definitely see Uchiru killing Tsunade, if only by an action, and then using Ito Tensei on her at that point. I would predict him resurrecting Jiraiya. Why not? Everyone else has already been brought back. I know it's already been said that Jiraiya's body is out of the reach of the bottom of the ocean. But this is Uchiru we're talking about. And again, awesome. Where there's a will, there's a way. I definitely see Uchiru up in the 9th hour of the battlefield with Tsunade and Jiraiya. Now, you've laid this out very well. Very well. I really do appreciate this. But, as I said in the very beginning of part 1 of this, he's his classmate. It isn't like we have to go, well, I wonder if this character overlapped with that character and had a chance to get some DNA. For me, that's it. That's like the one critical thing. Can you get the DNA from the character? He's his freaking classmate, and he's Orochimaru, which is, mad scientist dude all the way back doing experiments on babies. I mean, just, to me, it was just, But I do appreciate all the other supporting stuff you laid out there. But anyway, as you can tell, I'm kind of the return to Jiraiya. It's going to be interesting. He's not even like a top 10 character to me. To me, he's a great character. He's essential to the story. Okay, and it's not that I don't like him. It's just he's just not one of my favorite characters. But having said that, I know from feedback and from just being fan over that he's very popular character. I would say that he's in most people's top 10 characters, if not top 5 in Naruto. So for me, he just isn't, But anyway, I mean, it's nothing against him. It's just, I don't know, there's a lot of the characters I like more. So anyway, really do appreciate your comments. Okay, and hopefully I don't reread any of these all at once. Mr. Mark, but anyway, I want to make a joke. But anyway, Mr. Marcus, I told you, Steve, about a couple of weeks ago that Sasuke has a hidden agenda, or Orochimaru has really taken over his body. And my prediction about Orochimaru going to see the 5 Kages came true, and well, can't wait to see what will happen in the next chapter. I really do appreciate your comment there. Hey, it's always good when predictions come true. I wish more of mine did, but hey, whatever. Anyway, all right, Jazz0114. The black shadow behind Sasuke on the last page indicates that something is definitely up, in a dodgy way. Also, about Sakura's tears. Why was she crying? Is it because she's happy to have Sasuke back? I don't think so. People keep bringing that up. I don't see that. Or is it because she has realized something about him? So many questions. I don't think that's her ability. I think honestly, Tsunade's, she knows that she's gonna. That's just my opinion, that she's gonna croak. It's just my opinion. I think that's what happened. But anyway. So, but we'll find out. Absolutely appreciate your comments. And Secret AFF, maybe Katsuya told her something about Tsunade's fate. That's my prediction or belief or what have you. So let's see. Not that it's any more accurate than anybody else. I mean, until it actually happens. All right, time check. Doing great on time. Michael Gethman. I love this chapter for one main reason. The Amaterasu Rasen Shuriken. Holy cow, was that cool. That attack should work like this. The infinite burning black flames take down the beast from the outside in, and the shuriken should do a lot of damage from the inside at the molecular level, so inside out. What a great combo technique this is. Hopefully, though, this is not enough to take down the Jubi. I'm wondering what Sasuke's real motivation is as well. Great review. Okay, as I've mentioned many times, the Jubi, in my opinion, okay, for what it's worth, my prediction, everything, the whole thing is to fulfill the prophecy of the Sage of the Sixth Path. All of the nine-tailed beast will be reformed back up, and then they will be dispensed back out in new bodies, probably in human form, okay, and they may have been humans to begin with before they were whatever they are, and they will have some kind of different abilities and what have you, but they're not going to be tailed beasts anymore. That whole system will be broken, okay, and so I don't think this is going to defeat the Jubi. That to me doesn't go with the flow of what's supposed to happen, and I don't think we're going to have yet another battle with the Jubi later. I don't think that's going to happen. We'll move on to something else. Okay, really do appreciate your comments. And let's see, time-wise. Okay, actually doing fantastic on time. Okay, I might try to go ahead and just wrap this into this video and just have 2 this week. Okay, Mr. Keyfab, this wasn't a real sense of danger from the Jubi since it appeared, and Madara is just sitting there watching. But now with Ocharu, I just feel that something is about to happen, and things are going to get interesting again. It is interesting. Madara really was carrying this manga for a while, wasn't he? And now Ocharu is really back, and so he's just, I don't like the way Kishimoto does that. He just goes, okay, I'm going to disempower this character, and I'm just going to rev this one. I don't like the transitions to that. I don't. It's one thing for a character to push another one out of the way with what they're doing. It's another thing just to, I'm going to sit here and do that now. So anyway, just me, like I said. But then again, I've never made a manga of my own. So I guess it's just, yeah. All right. Appreciate your comments. This is interesting. Jason 15212. Right, it looks like, what if Minato taught Kakashi the contract seal for Gamma Bunta? Ooh. If you could transform into another dimension, that would be interesting. That would be interesting. And then maybe even Obito's got some things he could summon. I would love to see. I would love just to shut everything down. And whenever we go to Obito and Kakashi, and just as long as we don't have to hear a lot of dialogue out of Obito, I've already mentioned it. I won't go into it. And really see these guys fight it out. The talk jitsu to me is done. I would really, though, like, regardless of which way it goes, I would really like to see something. That would be interesting. I like what you brought up. That is really, could be a possibility. Would go kind of against the Jiraiya thing, but I like it. It's a good twist, you see. It's not, you want things to kind of make sense, but you don't want them to be 100% predictable, because then that just gets boring. I like your ideas there. I like that. Alright. Trenthlo Manga. Jugo and Sai's conversation is an intriguing, growing focal point, but their positioning on teams is of no interest. Jugo is the living wall, but Sasuke's Sharingan ability to render him docile leads me to believe we will understand more about Madara and Hashirama when they battle. I don't think they're going to battle. I don't think that there's going to be a Madara battle with Hashirama. I think that events are going to make that irrelevant. They may even not even be in Edo form at that point. I don't think we're going to see it. just to my point, it doesn't serve a purpose. Okay, 2 Idus that can't be destroyed, fighting forever. For me, it doesn't work. It would be interesting, of course. I just don't think it's going to happen. Anyway, Sai, because he and Jugo are accurately yet highly relative to Sasuke from Part 2's events, which I'm also wary of Sai because Danzo and Ocharu. Yeah, Sai's got some messed up root company, doesn't he? Yes, he does. We're so close to Hammerasha, DNA, and Danzo. Still, it's hard to grasp Kishi's next move. Yeah, he's really got us guessing. I love this. You know what? And when this is over, I have to admit, whatever Kishimoto does, maybe he'll take a year off or something. You know, whatever this guy, I don't even care if it's a slice of freaking life. Okay, whatever. Whatever Kishimoto does after this, I'm just there. I'm totally there. I'll at least get started, but I can't wait. Like I say, he'll probably have to take a year or 2 off, I'd imagine. But then again, who knows? Maybe he's already working on other stuff. That's another thing. It would be pretty nice to see. But anyway, and he deserves a break. He's been awesome at this. But then again, maybe he's a workaholic. I don't know. All right. Anyway, continuing on. Okay. Let's see, time-wise, I'm sure I'm over. Let's see. Yeah, I'm over, but I'm going to go ahead and finish. I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to finish this one out. Okay. Okay. Spider Caveman. Ocharu is about to use the Kage against the Alliance once they seal away the Jubi. And... Helen Willa. I read this one already. But anyway, whatever. Madara knows that Sasuke is there and he is just not concerned about him. Jugo is talking with Sai because Sasuke rejoined his old team, leaving both Jugo and Sai's position in their team in jeopardy. That was kind of passed over, wasn't it? I mean, because Sai was like, "Oh, this is the original team." And it's like, but then again, Sai's an interesting character. A lot of people like him. He's not really a character I'm really into. Although, there's a lot of interesting elements. I mean, you could actually, because of all his spy stuff and the intrigue factor with him, and he's definitely killed people. You know he's assassinated people en route. So, it would be interesting. So, I think even some side stories of him would be interesting. Okay? So, yeah. But anyway, let me get back on track. Sort of. Really do appreciate your comments. All right, let's see. Trentleman continued. Some abilities to counteract Naruto, such as getting stronger Gengetsu when Madara acknowledges Uchiha Sasuke. It will hit the fan. Tobirama spoke about gaining and losing love being linked to Uchiha eye prowess. Well, show me what you got, Sasuke. He should stop relying on Susanoo and be tactful as Itachi and Madara on that matter. I tell you what's a question. Which is the bigger genius, Madara or Itachi? I mean, power-wise, I would say Madara. Itachi was sick. Remember, he was really... I'm suspecting that his guilty conscience was killing him. But as far as genius, as far as ability, it'd be Madara. But as far as actual genius and everything, I'd say Itachi. I really would go that route, you know. And most complex character I've ever seen, really. And anyway, it's just brilliant. All right, time for Sasuke's power advance. What if Sasuke fights Madara? A lot of people want to see that. I don't think it's going to happen. I also don't think Madara is going to see Sasuke as like his little brother. I just don't see it. I think that events are going to happen, and like I say, I think the Idos are going to be gone, and we're going to be left with whatever Ocharu's plan is. So anyway, but we'll see. And okay, Trenthal manga. Jubi defeated? Far from that. Just sedated by the Amaterasu Shuriken. Sasuke's panel time and expression show his mind under pressure to make a choice. About what? Maybe to speak with Madara before things advance, or something he thought about from speaking to Orochimaru. We never got their full conversation. Sasuke will either get Obito's eye, interesting possibility, or Shishu's eye. Whatever this is about to take place includes him more or so. Orochimaru may be discussed bringing someone back or attaining. There's got to be, for me, there's some, you know that, okay, Orochimaru wants to live forever. A lot of people do. He wants to know all the different jutsus. His problem is finding a body that will do that for him. And I think that we've all seen the problems he's having. Okay, he's still like a mortal, pretty much, the way, but he's not in the body he wants. So that is, to me, his goal, is to get that body, something that he knows about that is immortal and powerful, that he can go and pursue his interest. I don't think he gives a damn about the world one way or the other, to be perfectly honest. All right, really do appreciate your comments. And let's see. Okay. All right, G. Gorsey. All right, let's see. I think this is the right way to read this. Naruto 634. I said that was fine, but I think Jugo knows something about Sasuke, something we do not know yet. But what Sasuke's goals are, Sai was not needed on Team 7. I feel sorry for him. They combined their jutsu together with the same chakra ratio, but it was enough to defeat the Jubi. I cannot wait to see what Orochimaru is planning, as we all cannot wait. And it is strange that Madara does not know yet Sasuke is there. Another Uchiha. Like I said, I don't think he cares. I don't think he... That's another thing about Madara. I don't think he really gave a damn about anybody. And let's see, it's okay that Kishi shows that Sai is talking with Jugo to get information, and finally Sakura has something she can do, and it was okay. That's what I say. I think this did a help to, this chapter helped to repair a tremendous amount of damage that Kishimoto, I think, inadvertently did by overhyping her, you know, in the previous chapter. So I think this chapter did, it did, like I say in the feedback, it did a lot for Sakura's character, really. Okay, and then see, Breaky. Oh yeah, it's possible that Jiraiya is back now. If Gambuto is busy, and if I remember correctly, Orochimaru had one Zetsu left. That is correct. And I remember reading your comment because it was really early in here. So when I did my video, so you were someone that helped me. I was actually thinking about doing a separate video about it, and I said, man, I'll just put it in a viewer comment video. So I really do appreciate your comment. Short, but I really do appreciate it. Okay. Okay, and then this will be the last comment. Okay, Gummy as. LOL. If the Ten Tails was that easy to defeat, the Sage wouldn't have needed to split it and seal it. I agree with you. Like I say, they're not. This isn't going to defeat them. This definitely isn't going to defeat them. Like I say, and they're all going to reunite. All the 9 creatures will be turned either back into something like they were before, or something. They're not going to be tail beasts anymore. Anyway, that's going to go ahead and conclude this week's viewer comments. This second video is pretty darn long, but that's okay. Wow, I should have really put this into a third. But anyway, I appreciate everyone's efforts. We all have a lot of stuff going on in our lives. No need me to complain about what I have, because I'm sure that we can all start doing that. But instead of doing that, we can come around and talk about Naruto. We can talk about the characters, we can make our predictions, and have a lot of fun. This is a huge distraction, which I need, and I'm sure everyone else does. And it's a lot of enjoyment, and it's fun because another thing that's amazing, I'm going to say this just real quick before I close, is that there are so many of us from all over the world talking about something, and which in real life, you know, we wouldn't be meeting or interacting, okay? Because they say it's a small world, but still. And that's a lot of fun. It's a tremendous amount of fun, and once again, I really do respect everyone's efforts to go ahead and step up, which isn't easy to do for a lot of people, and make your comments and your predictions, and then, you know, just adds to, you know, everyone being able to look at what's going on and help fill in the blanks. And it's a lot of fun for everybody. Really do appreciate that. It's fun. This is something I look forward to every week. Really do appreciate it. All right, that's enough of that. Anybody can be an anime fan. You can always subscribe. You can always unsubscribe. You can do anything you want to. Till next time, take care.